I guess we just already started the show.
Welcome
Did we
to
even have an intro?
Yeah, boy!
We got new sound effects, everybody. It's fantastic. Well, Shane got us new sound effects.
Just 2.
I forgot to get the soundboard.
What's the other one, Shane?
Kevin is a...
Ooh.
Yeah.
No one's ever said anything so nice about me before.
It's definitely not nice. I mean, I guess depending on how you...
Depends on your perspective.
Well, I had my suspicions about your preferences, so that
Me
makes
too.
sense.
Me too.
What the... Why are you co-opting the Me Too movement with that?
Isn't it the thing that everyone's doing these days?
I guess.
That's like
I hear it's a real moneymaker.
2017 or 2016, isn't it?
When did that start? I don't think it was that long ago, actually.
Was it like 2018, 17?
What year is it?
Something like that?
Where are we at
I
again?
have no idea.
It's kind of just blended together the last couple, hasn't it?
Yes, it
Let's
has.
see. Me
It
Too
has
movement
indeed.
when it started.
Honestly,
You
the
guys
years
go
have been
ahead.
going by real fast.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when there's. I don't know.
I'm trying to look it up. You
when
guys
there's so
are
much
really,
crack cocaine everywhere.
really...
Well, yeah, all the drugs. The
Oh,
good-
wow.
the-
I guess it was
So
used
many drugs.
initially in 2006.
Thanks for looking that up.
Wait, 2006 is when that
That's
thing
when they,
started?
that's what
Oh,
they
when they
say
did
it was the
radio.
first time that it was on social media.
Was that the whole nappy-headed hose thing?
Back in the
Dude, that might have
MySpace
been it.
days.
That might, dude. That was probably right around the same time.
No, Me Too has to do with like the whole rape thing.
Harvey Weinstein shit.
Well, yeah, because that was
Yeah.
more of a racial thing.
Speaking of rape,
Me too, isn't? Yeah. Speaking of
Oh,
rape,
yes.
I've got nothing.
Tim's favorite subject. If he's not forcing himself, he's not getting hard.
it's just not exciting when they're okay with it.
The more you struggle, the quicker it goes.
Anyway, what were you saying about rape?
There was that. You guys heard about that bus or subway or something like that
No.
in Philadelphia?
I actually didn't.
I heard something about it.
Apparently, some gal was really drunk and a dude started, groping her for like 40 minutes or so. Just really, and
Jesus.
she's trying to push him away. And people aren't doing shit. They're basically just videoing it.
I like how you're trying to hide
They've
your
got-
identity. on
They've
this.
got their fucking phones out, and I guess they're just
person.
videoing the whole thing. No one calls 911, and it gets to the point where the dude literally rapes her on the subway in front of all these people.
And they just sit there
Did that-
recording.
And they just record. They don't do anything. They
There
don't
was-
interject. No one says anything. They just sit there and fucking record.
There's a meme that actually reminds me of that whole scenario. There's a meme where there's this person drowning, and there's like a whole bunch of people on the side of the shore just with phones out, and it's a drawing.
And they're
Right,
watching
that's
the
all it
person
is.
drown.
And
they're
that's
Yeah.
the
just
type
watching
of
the person
society
drown.
we're at now. I
Yeah.
guess the
Yeah,
sheriff-
nobody helps anyone.
Spectators and cowards.
The only one that called the police when the police showed up was the train guard or whatever that walks up and down. He finally came in and called the police and ended it. But obviously the dude got arrested and
Yeah.
it was a big thing. But the sheriff or whatever, he was pissed. He's like, no one did anything.
It's nothing like starting out with a
this
good
happened.
rape story.
I'm curious.
fucking
Do
terrible.
they know how many people are actually there, like just spectating?
They haven't released any of the video of it, obviously. I mean, I know there's
Uh-huh.
video from the actual subway that they're not allowed to release, because courts
Yeah,
and
sure.
something like that. But just the idea
It would become
that,
an
I mean,
actual...
what do you do when let's say you're in public transit or something like that? Because I know you take public transit all the time.
Yes.
You're poor.
Well, I'm a transient. That's what it is.
But you see something like that. Do you say something? Do you use something? Do you jump in? Like, this is probably just an
Well,
intimidating
yeah.
looking
If
fellow.
9/11 taught us anything, it's see something, say something.
Do you go up to this big dude and bash him in the head?
I
Yes.
Knock
think
it the
that-
fuck off, dude.
Look, for one, I tend to carry a gun.
Yeah.
So, yeah, in a situation like that, I would hope that I would help somebody.
To stand there and fucking video with your phone.
That's so fucked up.
That's the part that really kind of. I was just.
Why is your...
I can't wrap my head
monitor-
around it.
Why is that down like that? It's so weird.
We're not using it at the moment, so I'm not less
Fuck,
covered.
did your house fall
What
apart?
was that? Was that something? Someone brushing on their phone?
You hear
What
that?
shit is that?
What the fuck is going on?
You hear that?
Did we just turn into an episode of Ghost Hunter?
Yeah, no
What the
shit.
fuck is going on?
Is this a
there?
haunted house, bro?
It's the cat.
Oh.
In the box. Sorry.
Holy shit.
It's pretty fucking loud though. It's finally happening.
Dude, omnidirectional microphones, man.
Yeah, no, we actually need to get
Explains
some
a lot.
good microphones.
Yeah. It's awesome, baby. It's awesome.
That was...
That's
You
good.
remember that guy from the 90s, the basketball
Yeah,
guy?
yeah. what was his
Serendipity,
name?
baby.
What
Yeah.
was his name?
I don't remember his
Dick something?
Yeah.
Dick Vitale? Is that it?
That might
Dick
be it.
Vitale?
Yeah, I think you're right. I'm gonna look it up real quick, actually.
I think he was also the voice that inspired the for NBA jams.
He was.
I don't
He
think he
was.
was the voice, but I think he was the one that inspired.
The one that
shit.
inspired him. Yeah.
Yeah, the way
uh-huh.
they did it. He's on fire.
Yeah, he's on fire.
Unless
Yeah.
they actually used it, and just because it's back in the time when it was like 16-bit or 32-bit, that the sound wasn't good enough for me to go.
You're
yeah,
right.
That's who it was.
Dick Vitale.
Yeah, how do I know
That's
these
him.
things? I don't
know
understand.
names. Like, it's insane how well you know names.
I don't though.
You do.
You look. You can talk about your fucking Twilight movies and shit, and I wouldn't know those names.
Well, you don't watch Twilight.
I know.
So
Who watches
like
Twilight?
things that are important though?
Voluntarily?
No,
It's because
See,
Tim's a
he was
we
forced.
promised we weren't going to talk about that. We had an agreement that we had signed prior to this whole thing.
He's right.
My bad. Strike that. Tim does not watch Twilight.
We'll go ahead and edit
He's
that out.
really into Harry Potter.
Well, yeah, Harry Potter's a great series.
Yeah.
I tried the audiobooks for that. No, I couldn't do it. It's not the same.
Why
as
does
the
Harry Potter sound like... like, the name itself sounds like a gay sex thing.
Harry Twatter?
Man, they did a Harry Potter.
Everything sounds like a sex thing to you. Though. It could be like,
No,
why,
that's
why
the
did they
fucking
say
thing.
microphone? That
That's
sounds
actually-
like a sex thing, doesn't it?
That's actually the fucked up thing is, though. Everything you can turn into a sex thing.
Well, yeah, that's what you do, Shane. Everything and
No,
everything.
not me. Everybody does that.
I
Not
don't.
women
Well-
as much, but guys do that.
Very.
Oh, I'm sorry
I've known
that
a
I
few
didn't-
women that do too.
My bad. I didn't grow up Mormon. I grew up with normal people.
We weren't going to name that either.
You didn't have
Give it
magic
like
underwear when you grew up,
That's
my
true.
friend.
We need
Yeah,
7 more
those-
episodes for people to figure that out. You've already fucking ruined it. Great.
Oops.
Now we got to figure something out. What's Shane's religion, everybody?
That's another oopsie.
Yeah.
What's my
Douche.
religion?
Just say some big fat dude. that rubs his
Douchebag
belly.
is his religion.
My religion's just being an asshole.
Made of gold. Who's it going to be?
So,
Yeah, I got another dog. You can hear her. She misses me.
Oh, you puppies.
dogs,
Probably
what
never
did
shut
you
me
have?
down.
So, I don't even know what we're talking
Well,
about.
So-
we covered the whole rape thing, so that one's off the
Yeah.
table. So let's talk
And
about
then
We've
started
covered rape.
covering
rape's done
Rape?
for today at least.
I don't know, man. I don't think it's going away. Just to be
Well,
honest with you.
No, let's. We were just talking about the Me Too
So-
movement. It's done because of Me Too. It's done. Rape doesn't exist anymore. Thank you.
Yeah,
Me Too.
nobody rapes anyone anymore thanks to me too.
Yeah.
It's no.
Well, we're probably gonna get canceled for that one for sure.
It's not canceled.
Well,
So
Hell, we might get a sitcom for
Garbage
that.
Pail Skids promote rape.
promote rape.
You can prorate the Garbage Pail Skids.
There you go. My bad.
I don't even know what happened.
Are we going off the rails?
Yes, we are going off
Rails
the rails.
are off.
Oh man, I should have a train sound.
Yeah.
It's not
Close
hard.
enough.
If you
Close
count,
enough.
folks, that's 7.
So Kevin, I guess you had what? Some marine.
Yeah, so yesterday, I think it was yesterday or the day before, a Marine was in it's like an AM PM kind of corner store.
Okay.
And these 3 knuckleheads come in with masks on and a gun, and they're trying to rob the joint. This Marine just turns right around and boom!
So is the reason that you said knuckleheads is because you can't say.
That's right.
Wow.
Exactly.
You gotta move
Exactly.
your mouth when you do it. Though.
See what?
No, I
do
don't,
you
because
see
then
what
it makes
PC
it
culture is doing to us?
possible
We're
deniability.
self-censoring.
There's no way. There's no way I'm moving my fucking
We're
mouth
gonna get
during
that soundboard away from you. You're gonna have way too much fucking fun with that.
So
Deadly
you
weapon.
said you had video.
I do have video,
Okay,
yeah,
can
and
we
it's really
watch it?
short. Absolutely, we can. I'm glad you asked, Shane.
Did you call me Chain?
Shane,
Where-
Shane,
no.
Shane.
Holy shit. What type of drugs did you both do before this started?
It's
All
in
of
the chili.
them.
We all did the drugs.
all of
okay,
them.
Well, that's good.
behind bars thanks to a brave US
Thank you.
Marine.
Look
Take
at
a
this
look
guy.
at this video.
Look at like
An
my
armed
glasses.
man walks
Where?
in,
he goes.
Hey, that's me.
points a gun at the cashier, but is quickly disarmed by the Marine. This
Oh,
happened
Sorry, fella.
yesterday.
Dude, that.
Nope.
Was able to
Went
hold down the
f-
robbers
That's called
with
yoink.
supplies.
Yep.
Well, that's the thing. So this is actually
Done.
I've watched
Done.
I've watched some videos on these types of things where somebody disarms somebody, and they say if you go for something like that, you have to commit.
You do.
You don't. If you
Yeah.
make any hesitation, then
Yeah,
you're probably
you
shot.
don't. You don't miss and go. Oops, sorry.
Yeah.
Oopsie, just kidding.
I didn't mean it. Yeah. that's-
But I just thought that was cool because I heard about it today.
Dude, it's fucking crazy. I mean, well,
Today's alert on bombshell new claims
Uh-oh.
about the border
What are we going on?
as the New
Long
York.
Yeah,
show.
it went to
Is that
autoplay.
our boy Biden?
Huh?
Let's go, Brandon.
Right,
Dude,
let's
that
go,
Let's
Brandon.
Go Brandon thing is hilarious to me. So,
He's my hero.
for anybody that doesn't know about the Let's Go Brandon thing,
Where have you been hiding?
yeah,
Because
where,
that's
yeah.
all over the fucking
Well,
place.
shit, I found out about it 5 days after it happened. I just saw Let's Go Brandon. I'm like, I don't even know what the fuck that means. And then I watched it.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, this
is genius.
So obvious. Somebody trying to
Oh
cover
yeah,
up something.
that announcer.
Wasn't it
And
on-
she was about it, you know.
wasn't it on live television?
It was on during a baseball game, I think.
No, it was
wasn't it?
NASCAR.
No,
Oh, it was
it was
NASCAR?
NASCAR
Oh, it was NASCAR. Okay.
The guy was still
okay.
in his fucking suit.
Yeah, he
Why would it
won
be a
the race.
baseball game? He just wears
Well,
it everywhere.
Well, they do it at baseball games.
They've
and
been doing it
everywhere.
at baseball games too.
They do it
Yeah,
everywhere.
they've been doing it everywhere.
NASCAR?
No, the Let's Go Brandon thing is now.
No, but what I'm saying is
the NASCAR
the guy.
thing.
Yeah, obviously the guy's in a NASCAR suit, and his name's Brandon. I don't know what his fucking. I don't watch NASCAR.
Yeah, his name's Brandon.
Yeah,
We can assume his name's Brandon because
Yes.
you can
But
hear
the
everyone
funny
chanting
thing is, in the
yelling that
background,
shit.
all you hear is "fuck Joe Biden," "fuck Joe Biden,"
the interviewer
and
comes
just
up. she's like,
constant. But I mean, for
They love you.
it's got to be like 30, 40 seconds of this in the background before she's like, "Oh," and you can hear the crowd in the back chanting. Let's go, Brandon. You know, so now that's become a thing. I guess Canada actually banned
They
that.
banned it.
I think they banned it from.
Why?
I think they banned it from government stuff.
They're a tyrannical government.
Well, first
Canada?
off, no,
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Canada has no free speech laws. None.
They've become so tyrannical
that's why
over
they got
the
rid of all
vaccines and stuff.
those snuff websites that are so cool.
What?
All started in Canada.
yeah, they're snuff sites. that
From what I
started in
hear,
Canada. They shut
Justin
them
Trudeau's
down.
got a lot of money in those.
You can't get
Wow.
can't get those.
Didn't Trudeau have a father that was also some, I don't know, whatever they call them in Canada, the
Canadian?
premier or something? No, not. I knew he had a father.
Canadian father?
Yeah.
That's bad enough.
Didn't Justin Trudeau have a Canadian father?
As I understand it, he
was,
did.
He was from Canada, and his father was from Canada. No, I think he was a
Mother was a bear.
prime minister also, or something like that.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, I can't remember the
Who
dude's
fucking
name.
cares? It's fucking Canada, dude.
I don't know. There's things I like out of Canada.
Oh yeah, hockey. I forgot.
love
Sorry,
I love hockey. It's
Here we
hockey
go.
season.
Hockey's cool.
Hockey just
Grab a
started.
seat, folks. We're gonna have a conversation.
Ooh, I
Well,
get to actually strike that one off the list that I had. Talk about hockey.
Yeah.
No, I love the fact that it's hockey season again, and I get to watch the NHL.
Oh, yeah,
and
sounds
watch
great.
my team lose their star forward. So that kind of stuff.
Are the NHL going woke like all the other sports?
I think.
Or are
all
they
the
staying
sport-
away from
where-
it?
What's going on
Don't
with
worry
your
about
computer?
going around that time.
Here's
Answer
the
the
video.
goddamn question.
What?
Don't worry
I
about
don't know if
technical
it's
shit
going
going on.
woke.
Hockey.
I mean, I guess maybe social media wise, I don't see it in the game that much.
Are they allowed to hit each other anymore? Or is that too fucking?
The
Violent.
weird
It's
thing
too
is,
misogynistic.
Yeah, I don't want them to be.
no, actually, the NHL did a really good thing.
Get a woman on the ice and see what happens.
Get
Sorry.
a what? Get a what on the
That's
ice?
not a good idea.
What did you say?
Terrible.
You get a what on the ice?
I was just saying, you know, with the who that European weightlifter that's male, and he's like the woman of the year of.
Talking about
So he's
Zuby?
not male.
Yeah.
You talking about Zuby? The guy that broke the world record, and
Yeah.
the female?
Wait, Zuby?
Zuby.
Yeah, Zuby.
That was awesome.
Say, do the same
Zuby's
thing with
hilarious.
with
I know.
hockey. Get
Dude, the
switch
funny-
the other round. Let's see
Funny
what
thing
happens.
is, I actually follow Zuby on
I do too.
social media.
He's
and
cool.
I
He's
don't
a
know
good dude.
anything about his music.
Yeah.
He's a musician.
He's a rapper.
No,
Yeah.
wait, I'm talking about the guy who identifies as a woman, as a power lifter.
Which one?
That's what I'm saying. Oh,
That's
he's
more,
a black
there's more
dude?
than one.
I don't know what color his skin is. All I know is he's a she, and she went into the Olympics.
Oh, this is a different guy.
Yeah,
then.
that's the
Okay,
one that
this is
lost
different
in the Olympics.
Yeah, well, she's still the woman of the year or whatever for
that-
her
that to
hometown,
me is
Sweden.
one. Kind of a
It seems.
downer for the women, huh?
Yeah, that's one of the things
Well,
I find odd about it. Like,
Me
That's
too.
the whole
we've had
culture,
Woman of the Year's,
yeah.
Caitlyn Jenner, and I'm like, wow.
She got, like, Time
men
Woman
can
of the
do
Year.
Everything.
Well, like Chappelle said, she got Time. What was it? Time Woman of the Year. Her
Yeah,
first year being
it's
a woman.
Crazy. It's ridiculous.
Well, they,
But
you know, the Harry Potter writer we were just talking about her.
J.K. Rowling's.
Yeah, and she's like, you're taking womanhood away from women.
Yeah.
Well, they
Like,
kinda-
There's,
agree.
there's several. I mean, there's dozens of women that think that.
There's.
I don't know. There could be
Yeah.
a whole bunch, but I have to
It's-
agree with it in a way that you are kind of taking away that one one of the things that empowers women.
It is definitely
In my
causing
opinion.
Yeah. Well,
friction.
I also think that it is weird too when you start seeing trans athletes go into like MMA and shit like that.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, but you've basically been a dude for 30 years, and now you're transitioning and then beating the shit out of other.
Yeah, because you
of
couldn't
women.
cut it in your own.
It's not that.
gender.
Look, I don't have a problem with somebody transitioning. It doesn't bother me. That part doesn't bother me.
It's your life.
When it goes, and if a woman transitioning to a man goes into men's sports and can do well, I'm fine with that. That's fine by me.
But
The opposite is not. And it's because the bone density of guys is a lot bigger. True. The testosterone over the years, the muscle density.
great doing a show for you.
Just
folks.
their
this is great.
genetics.
So immediately,
are different.
we're gonna. Maybe we should just go to a
Let's see,
different.
let's turn-
We're
turn
already
it off.
canceled.
Well, no,
This
but
hasn't even been put out.
Getting
We're
back to
canceled.
the whole gender thing, though, like the gender neutral bathrooms they're trying to do now.
Yeah.
Where they're saying, it's California. You said California.
California's passed a law recently. I think that Gavin Newsom did it last week, or within the last week, that stores that have, I think it's 100 or more employees, I believe, is the way it works. They have to have a gender neutral toy aisle,
Specifically a toy aisle.
For children.
for children.
So what about other aisles? Are there
Target
other
did
like
that? Target did
gender
that, like, 10
neutral
years ago.
arts
I
and
have
crafts
no idea.
aisles?
I don't
Like-
know what that.
I think it was
that
Target
means.
or Walmart did something like that. There's no longer a Barbie aisle and there's no longer a boy toy.
Why not? How about this? Let your kid play with whatever your kid is into.
Exactly.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Just make it the toy aisle. Who cares if it's girls or boys? Just put toys
Well,
there.
think about it.
Because
Like,
people need something to complain about. Just
like
like
parents.
us.
there's a reason when you were a
Otherwise, we wouldn't have a
child.
show.
When you were a child, you
True
didn't
enough.
play with dolls, but you played with action figures. They're the same fucking thing. They're the same thing.
I play with dolls.
Tim, okay, Kevin, I'll talk to a male over here.
Polly Pocket was fucking awesome, dude.
See, I like Micro Machines. That was
Yeah,
my
Micro
thing.
Machine was pretty badass too. But Polly Pocket had a whole world in the pocket.
I
in
liked-
your hand.
I like Minimax or whatever it was. The other one.
They had what was the other one? There was a bunch of.
They tried to
Yeah.
make a boy version of it.
Yeah.
Well,
It
there
just
was-
wasn't the same.
Yeah, there. What was it though? I don't remember what it was.
Mighty Max or Mini Max.
Mighty Max, that's the one. Yeah,
Mighty
that's the
Mighty
one I got.
Max?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
little
Mighty
kid with the red
Honestly,
hat.
I don't know what that is then.
It was the same as Polly Pocket. It was just a boy version.
I remember all those like spy toys they had when you were a kid. I don't think they have those now because
Probably
like,
not.
you would actually be able to put things in places and see stuff. And
Yeah.
like teach
Like the
you how
hidden
to be a
ink
perv
and all that.
when you're like 6 years old.
You had the
Like,
listening thing that you could hear.
Yeah.
Well, you also
that
remember
shit.
back in the day they had movies like Porky's and stuff where it was actually okay to peep on women.
I'm sorry, but I don't care what anyone says. Porky's is still a great movie.
It's hilarious.
I remember seeing that
Oh no.
bits and pieces of it when I was a kid.
Yeah, that's how I remember it.
Well,
It's just bits and
I'm
pieces.
pretty sure
Everyone
my parents
remembers
were
the
like-
shower scene where
Well,
they're
no,
all
but I'm-
peeping on the girls in the shower.
I'm pretty sure my parents were like,
Grab
"Hey,
the
you
dude's cock
probably
or something
shouldn't
like that."
watch this." Yeah, she pulled
Yeah,
it through.
she
And
pulled
then
it
kept- the fucking the PE teacher lady. She kept,
That's what it was.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
she
PE
kept
teacher
fucking
lady.
going. I know who it is. I know it's him.
lady with
Let
the
me
big
see
mole
his-
on her face
Yeah,
or
let
whatever?
me see his dick.
Yeah,
I need to
she's
see
trying
his
to-
dick. And
yeah.
she kept trying. So she just looked like she's like this lady
Some
rapist,
pedo, yeah.
trying to fucking get this dude.
That's not too uncommon these days. Apparently, I like that though that it's working both ways now. It's a little bit more. Because
Look, let's be
women,
honest. though.
women teachers,
The problem is-
getting with
Yeah,
their
you
male
know what,
students.
though?
It's like,
Like,
that's
where was
funny.
that when I was a kid?
But I feel like you know
Seriously,
what?
I had two teachers where I was
and-
like, wow, they're both pretty hot.
and I think it's
I'm not
cool.
gonna lie, I had a close call with that.
Like
Yeah.
look,
Well, how was
going
it?
both ways is a good thing, but I think they've overcorrected
How so?
one direction. Like they're pushing a little too hard for, say, like for instance in schools and things, they've got these safety areas where kids
For
can
the
go
record-
up, they feel upset and things like that. It's just
For the
you know,
record, Kevin is totally fine with boys being touched by teachers. Go ahead.
what?
No.
Oh, I thought that's what you said.
I don't think
No,
we-
I didn't
No,
say
I was
anything
talking
about
about
that.
this bullshit that we have to fucking cry closets.
All right,
Yeah, I was talking about the
sorry,
crack
I
closet.
completely
See,
tune out every time you talk.
The fact that you need a safe space because you're emotionally damaged or scarred.
Exactly.
You know? I get it. I'm not discounting the fact that depression exists and anxiety exists and all that.
They all
I think it's
exist.
actually causing more
I
doing
think-
these things.
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
think the
Yeah,
problem with
it's
coddling
like me too.
everybody nowadays, the problem with coddling people is you need adversity in
Absolutely.
order to succeed.
You need
because you need to be
suffering.
able to know how to fail.
Yeah.
And if you fail, you need to be able to know how to actually pick yourself back up and go, you know what? I might have failed this time, but I'm not going to do it the same way. Unlike some of my friends that are like, I'm going to do it the same way every time, and I'm going to fail at the same thing every time. I've got friends that do that shit. I've got...
That's me.
I wouldn't call him a friend, but that's fine.
I fail all the time.
But no, but we all know
I'm a walking failure.
We all know that person that does the whole. Well, it didn't work last time, but I didn't try hard enough. No, you did the same exact thing last time.
Yeah.
It's not trying harder; it's doing something different in order to get.
Well, no,
past
So if they're learning, not
I
learning from their mistakes.
I can do it. I can approach it different this time, even though you're going.
But then they do it the
same
same fucking thing. Yeah.
It just,
that's
it
always
just
fun.
takes longer for the thing to hit.
But that's what I mean, though. I think kids need some adversity.
Sure.
Like I'm not for bullying, but a little bit of teasing and the bullshit that we all went through when we were children makes you a better person.
It does.
It can.
Isn't
It
that
can
what
also
makes you
make
more
a complete
resilient?
Piece of shit.
Isn't that what they tried doing with this new Karate Kid series that showed up last year?
Oh yeah, the
Cobra Kai?
Cobra Kai.
Yeah, but
They're
I
trying to, bring
I think
that
a
whole
lot of
back
it was- I
bullying
I think they're
is fine.
trying to.
I think the problem
But then to
with
prove
that.
the point that bullying doesn't work because fights break out and things get violent and everything gets ruined.
Well, yeah, but I had
Maybe we should
bullies
just
when I was a kid.
Talk about
Yeah.
our feelings.
I'm a short dude. People talking shit about me being short. I got in a lot of fights when I was younger.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I got in a lot of fights, but it wasn't for being short.
Yeah.
It was for being so fucking awesome.
Because you were fighting your sexuality. Those were the fights you got in.
I call it being awesome. People have different words for it, but for me, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Other people say or that.
Horror?
Yeah.
Oh, he said or.
Yeah, you said the word or.
No, I didn't like injustices.
Like
I
OAR.
wasn't necessarily the bully, but I didn't like seeing the kids getting bullied.
No,
So I would step
nobody
in
does,
and I would try to fight the dude and get
Yeah.
my ass kicked.
Well, and I had a dude, and so a dude when I was in middle school, kind of befriended me, and
You should do like one of those wavy musical sound things, the flashback sound.
Oh.
We need that one for what you're doing right now.
anyway, like the Wayne's World with
Yeah.
flashback sound. But no, anyway, this dude kind of befriended me, and being a short dude, I was always made fun of and pushed around and shit. But I wouldn't put up with that shit.
him, I'll be right back.
And
No problem.
Oh man, again? Here we go. Anyway, so this dude ended up. Thanks. I still don't want to talk to you. But anyway, dude ended up befriending me, and he was a big fucking dude. I mean, I don't know how tall he was in middle school, but he was well bigger than everybody else, and looked a lot stronger than everybody else. And people would start shit, and he would come up and be like, "Hey, no."
Yeah.
And I remember his mom being she was the secretary for the school. Yeah, and then there was a weird story that happened after that, but I don't want to get into that story because that's something that I don't know.
No, Shane, what's the story?
I don't want to get into that story.
Come on, man.
Maybe
that's
another
a story
day.
I can't because it's not mine.
He signed an NDA.
No, it's not that I said it. It's a story that I don't really feel like getting into. It's not
Fair enough.
pertinent to
Oh,
this shit.
when I was growing up, I got picked on a little bit, but I actually did a smart thing. I grew up with a lot of the kids that became popular and went off into different groups. So I was friends with guys in different
the
groups.
middleman. Yeah.
I got So
You were
I
untouchable.
lucked out.
Yep.
I lucked out. I was
Look at
friends with all the right people. So I got to kind of.
Yeah, but I know
mosey
some of
a
your
little bit.
friends. I'm
True.
like, none of them are the right people.
Well, those weren't my friends in school.
Oh,
Things change, Shane.
there's definitely some of them like, what?
Yeah, you're talking about the people we all partied with
Yeah,
after
yeah.
high school and stuff.
You know,
yeah.
like
Oh,
I remember
speaking of which,
one
I
of them
just-
had a house burned down, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
I
Yes,
got
they
some
did.
news
Pretty
today,
sure I know
guys.
how it happened.
We got a sponsor.
Pretty sure they.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, it definitely got approved.
Oh, really?
We are now sponsored.
By
Velvet Alley.
here's the
Designs.
We have a sponsorship.
We have a sponsor now. It's a velvetalleydesigns.com. They make adult toys.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, and it's not just your standard adult toys. This is a really cool gothic design, very, very artistic. In fact, it's more art than it is for pleasure, in my opinion. Some of this guy's materials,
But if you're looking to shove something up your
it's
ass,
fantastic.
Yeah, it's amazing for
No,
that.
his designs his and her designs are amazing. It's Ty and Bubbles with Velvet Alley Designs. Fantastic work. You get a chance to check it out because it's really cool shit. And he's always coming up with new designs, new ideas. And
So what's your
how the hell do you fucking
relationship
think
to
about
this
stuff?
company?
Well, I came across it. Get it?
God. Look, it's a pun. It's a
Funny. So yeah, if you get we'll probably put a link to it or something like that. But
So what would be the toy? What would be the toy?
These are
That,
bad.
it's got like a chainsaw one.
what would be the toy that you would recommend the most?
Well, there might be an Easter egg in there if you go
The
check it out.
atom splitter. It's a nuke. A butt plug nuke.
Do you want to know
There's the Easter
why
egg.
that's named that?
I think I have an idea. A
Go
Tim
ahead and
splitter.
view it. Read the tagline.
Go ahead and read the tagline for the
Read the
A-Tim splitter.
so it's an A10
Gauge
splitter.
the damage.
Gauge the damage. Weird. Tim, that was named after you, wasn't it?
Sure was. And it's a butt plug.
Tim's a butt
I'm a
plug.
huge supporter of their work, their art, and their website.
Dude,
Check them out, please. They're really cool.
What the fuck
Cool
is
group.
that?
just the tip, and it's a.
That's a cock ring.
That looks like a guillotine.
It sure is.
I don't think that's how cock rings work.
This one does.
That one does. There's some really cool designs there.
Dude, those are good names too. Just the tip.
He's got one. I mean, they all have different names. It's
Got a little basket to catch the tip.
Yes, that's what guillotines had on them
I
in the
know,
1800s.
it's funny.
Thank you for
We were talking about that
explaining
last
guillotines.
week about biting off the foreskin. Now you got a material that you don't.
No,
have to
we
do
can
about.
hand this to Moyles so
Moyles
they can
is like,
stop
look,
fucking doing that shit.
Doing that. Please.
Oh, and it was herpes, not gonorrhea. Herpes is what they gave him.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I had to come back. Also, Dustin Diamond is not related to that dude at all.
Michael Diamond and
Yeah,
Dustin Diamond.
No, Dustin Diamond. No, he's not related to Mike D
No,
at
they're
all.
fucking brothers.
Not at all. Dustin Diamond in his book wrote
Check
that,
that
we're
one
not
out.
related.
The heartache.
What the? I don't even know what you would do with that.
She sits on it.
Yeah, no, I get it. It's a knife with a heart. That is fucking crazy.
A
You're
knife
gonna have
stabbed
to
into a
post
heart.
those things.
Yeah, like I'm saying, you got to really
Dude's
check
a
out
genius.
the website. The chainsaw one, he has some
chainsaw
some
one.
autumn designs, for Halloween and all that.
So Kevin's just gonna do this for the next 30 minutes.
How did you know? Like I said, it's
This
more,
is awesome
It's
stuff.
more
Wait,
art than it is
Did they have
toys.
his and her paddles?
Yeah, his and her paddles.
What the fuck?
And they look like coffins.
Yeah,
That's
his
awesome.
packaging is extremely beautiful. Everything that he does is amazing. And it's
Fire
amazing
in
that he
the
can come up with
hole.
this stuff.
I think this is the longest segment we've had on the show.
Well, that's
Talking about fucking
Fire in the hole. It looks like an what is that? Artillery?
It's a middle
like
finger.
it's a
middle finger
holding a grenade.
Yeah, yeah.
Whoa!
Calling,
Jesus Christ, dude! And he makes all this shit through what? Not CNC, but
I think he prints it out,
Yeah,
then he
3D
casts it,
3D
and then
printing.
does different sizes of it, but he all designs it. It's all out of his head.
it's
and
crazy that he just
It's
like
so
upped and
crazy.
left and then fucking
Yeah, right.
Like, you know what? I'm just gonna make dildos.
One person you would
And
never
butt
think
plugs.
of somebody doing like that. You know what I mean? He's a cool cat, really funny guy, really.
Look at that one.
No, when you told
But
me that
it's
he
so
did it,
impressive.
Novocaine.
Anyone you tell that knows this person is like, wow, I can't believe that he's doing that.
I disagree. I'm probably the only person that was like, that actually kind of makes sense. Because not that I think that he's like that into like sex stuff, but that I could see him wanting to do something artistic with something odd.
Yeah, well, that's what you're gonna get when you go to
Yeah.
velvetalleydesigns.com.
VelvetAlleyDesigns.com.
Should be our
And it's pretty awesome. Like, really, check it out. It
went with
is
that.
so cool.
You went with that nice soothing voice right there.
Yeah, I did radio work for a while. Honestly, I did.
Yeah.
In Arizona, I was well, not
Like
a
the-
disc jockey. I did their commercials or something like that.
Mentally challenged radio work, like the movie radio.
I did a caveman. That
Caveman.
one was pretty interesting. Yeah.
Like a Geico, was that the Geico commercial?
Yeah, kind of, but I was selling
thank
like
you.
some sort of. It was a bit for Valentine's Day, and I was supposed to be a caveman for Valentine's Day. That's how it worked out.
How come you never said anything about radio work before this?
I don't know. Never came up.
You didn't ask.
You wanted to do a show that's like a radio show.
Well, I mean, podcast is different. This is communicating off the fly. Doing radio commercials is just reading scripts.
Well, yeah, but we could have scripts.
We kind of we're getting there, aren't we?
We're not.
We started pretty off the fly when we, but I think as we progress, I think we should obviously move towards more important topics and not dicks, balls, and buttholes.
Oh man,
We'll
Even
keep
though
it-
those are good and
We'll
important
keep
topics.
we'll keep that going. I mean,
I don't know, man. I don't think we're gonna change the world.
actually, you know what? We haven't talked about
Are you
balls.
kidding, Shane? This is
It's
what we're
been
here
a lot
for.
of dicks, but we
Yeah.
haven't talked much about balls at all.
Balls, yeah, they don't
Yeah.
get the respect that they deserve.
I agree.
I know. They always kind of just get the reach around, don't they?
Yeah. Or a little
you
tug.
get the reach around
Often.
often.
There's nothing wrong with that. It's
No.
Whatever you're into.
So, did you guys watch the Chappelle special?
Yes, I did.
Oh, yeah. Good
What
stuff.
did you guys think
was
about
great.
the Chappelle special?
I loved it.
I don't
Did you
see what the
get
fucking...
freaked out?
No,
like
I
a lot
still
of
don't
people
see what
did?
the fucking issue is.
Dude.
I think the problem is most of the people that have freaked out about it haven't watched it and just looked at headlines
Right.
that other people have written that also haven't
Or
watched
edits,
No.
cuts, quick
Yeah, yeah.
cuts
Oh, they're-
online.
dude,
you
I think
know.
it's a group, and this is not to...
I know where you're going with this too.
I think
and
it's just a
agree.
group that needs something to complain about. They need
that's
need a someone to focus on, to chastise.
Well,
to
I think that's the one
And
problem
it's-
with not having adversity.
Well, yeah, I agree. They
so-
create their own enemies.
So
hey, good
Yeah.
point.
So I mean,
Don't
when
even think
when you
about
don't
that.
have adversity, something challenging in your life, you end up creating these other problems that just aren't really there.
Yeah.
That's pretty much why everything's the
one-
way it is these days.
It's a fucking comedian that does offensive jokes.
Right.
What are we surprised by?
Name
Well,
me
the
a
thing
comedian
is,
that
though-
doesn't.
Yeah, exactly.
Ryan Regan.
Okay, never mind.
But the thing is though is
I don't know why you
that
asked.
this community, this group, not all of them, but there's a certain subset of them that are well known for whenever somebody says something critical about them, they attack.
What community is that?
Talking about the transgender lobbyists.
Damn it! I wish you would have.
Hey, you weren't quick enough on the button.
No, it wouldn't have mattered. It wouldn't have bleeped.
But no,
you out.
Right.
it doesn't matter what group. There's always got to be some focal point for them to attack and focus on in order to
And
bring their group to light. This is a big attention grab. In
And
my
Kevin,
opinion.
you're
absolutely.
right. It is a lot of people that are advocating for other people
Right. That's the thing, right
that
there.
are not part of the community at all.
Yeah, what the hell's
That's
wrong
the
with
thing.
That's something
Take
that's
a look
weird
at
to
the
me.
BLM protests. The majority of those people were white.
Or white, yeah.
Come on.
And then you actually talk, see like people talking to different black folks on the street and that sort of thing. They're like, no, this is not a good thing.
No,
The way that they're going about it is the bad thing.
I mean, the leader of the BLM.
Did you see what happened to
like the
Portland
leader?
during all that shit?
Oh yeah,
BLM,
Portland turned into like Mad Max.
She made a shit ton of money off of that movement too.
Yes, she did. Patrice
yeah.
Cullors,
Yeah,
one of the
holy
heads of
shit.
the
Like,
BLM.
bought
like
houses
a-
for her family and shit like
But
that.
she's a super communist. How did she buy all those houses?
It's funny how all the
Oh.
it's funny how all the communists depend on capitalism so much.
Well, yeah.
Even the Soviet Union
You
did.
gotta
You
get
know,
your
World War
money in order to help other people.
Well, did you know in World War II, the Soviet Union could not build
Oh,
their own
boy,
war
here we go.
factories,
Back
so
to the
they had
Jews.
us. They had the Ford Motor Company guys that designed the Ford Motor Company's factories. They had them build all their war factories for the Soviet Union over there so that's right there. Communism needing capitalism to fight World War II.
Yeah, with the Lend-Lease
Communism
Act.
doesn't work.
The
It
Lend-
doesn't work.
It was the Lend-Lease Act.
That's exactly what it was.
Yeah,
That's
I
what I'm.
know.
That's what I'm. Yeah.
No, it's cool that you can
You do the
go like this.
Yeah,
communism.
All right.
Fuck capitalism.
Why is that blinking?
Wait, is that
now?
the other way now? I can't remember. What are we?
Someone's
going?
on line C.
Why the fuck is that blinking?
Now our first caller, folks.
Getting a call from Professor Richard Wolf.
So
Cranston,
fucking
you're
weird.
on the air.
Anyway.
Okay.
The communists are calling.
Look. I don't even know where we were going.
When
with
we
that.
were talking about
we're-
Dave Chappelle and the
Yeah.
trans movement for them to just
Well,
just
my thing
basically
is,
hang them out
look,
to dry.
I've watched-
Netflix is now on the wire for trying to get.
Yeah.
There's protests going on where they say you better take him off, and they're like, we're not going to do that.
No.
This is
Like
the
their
whole point of-
employees walked out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're,
all these
they're
transgender
doing
employees.
well, I mean, like all three of them.
Well,
Yeah.
the funny thing is too. Then the headline came out that they fired the person that put together the protest.
Yeah.
Not really. So yes, they fired that person. However, that's not why they fired him. They fired him for cause.
Yeah, it's for something else,
It
right?
was for doing a leak to the public of information that the public wasn't supposed to have.
Yeah.
That's why they got fired. And any company would do that. They would
Yeah.
fire you for leaking information that is company secrets type things. So yeah, it's pretty.
Well,
odd.
hopefully they stick to their guns about that because that would. I mean, can you imagine what would happen
Well-
if it actually happened?
Well, look,
It does sound like the Netflix guy is starting to back off, and he was saying like, "Oh, I made a mistake."
No, he just said
and-
that he made a mistake in not believing or not taking into the account the feelings of the people.
that they were harmed or whatever.
It's a handful of people.
Well, that's
and that's what it's so wild. Is a handful of people can make so much
But
noise.
my thing is, I still believe none of these fucking people watched it.
No, they probably
If
didn't.
you watch it, you understand that
Yeah.
that he ends the story with one of his friends.
Yes.
Yeah, but they take that as he's just he's using that person as a defense mechanism. That's
Dude,
his
that
shield.
person killed themselves like right after.
And it was
Because
of the trans lot, the
attacked-
people we were talking about that
being
go
attacked.
crazy and attack
And,
people. Yeah.
You know, it's
Who's not
kinda
really
ridiculous.
a trans because they
Well, that's the other thing.
follow this
I don't
person.
get.
You know, they like this person.
It's like
you know
this
what?
no true Scotsman
And
fallacy
it
argument
just
that they
doesn't
use.
make sense.
I don't know what that argument
It's
is.
basically like saying, like he's saying, like, "Oh, you're not a real trans." Like them saying, a no true Scotsman fallacy is like, someone saying, I'm a golfer, but then someone else is saying, like, "No, you're not a golfer. No, you're not." And like, you're not a real golfer.
I
You
look
know,
at
that
it as
kind-
why can't people just?
I'm an alcoholic. You're not an alcoholic.
yeah, it's
Why can't people just have differing opinions on things?
we used to be able to.
No, not anymore.
Now it's like if you have a different opinion than
So you're gonna
certain
piss,
ones,
you
you're gonna.
piss some group
Yeah.
off, and they're gonna sound off about it. And
Well,
then they're gonna,
everyone
they'll
gets
come after
pissed
you.
about everything. I don't. First off, I don't care. I don't give a shit what people do. Do whatever the fuck you want.
That's the way I see it.
Don't
seem
care.
pretty upset that they're trying to cancel Dave Chappelle.
That's
Because it
that
goes
is
against
something.
what he believes
No,
in.
no, it's not. No, because you can have the same argument for them. It's not that.
That's
It's-
true,
I don't
I
think
guess.
anybody should be canceled for anything
I agree.
outside of things that are actually breaking the law. You touch kids, go to jail. You get
Yeah.
canceled. You get canceled from being on the outside of prison walls. Fine, I have no problem with that. You murder somebody, you get canceled because you get pulled out of
That's
society.
their faith, man. They believe in that.
But what I'm
Chopping
saying,
heads off is allowed.
it's so fucking weird to me.
Yeah.
I don't
That's,
even look.
that's the Taliban doing. That's
Well,
that's
and
them
that's the thing.
practicing
I
their
don't.
faith.
I don't believe
know-
in cultural relativism
But
either.
you know why
It's-
I think it's so easy now is because you can just sit on a keyboard and do this.
Yeah.
And
Keyboard
that's why
warrior,
it's
You're doing,
so
it, you're doing it
fucking-
wrong. You got to sit back more like that.
Oh yeah,
There's
I can't
the guy
do
off
that.
South Park. The
I
big
fucked up
fat
my
dude.
back, dude. I can't do that.
Oh, yeah, it's cripple over here.
Hey, look, they gave me muscle
It
relaxers.
sounds good to me.
They-
But,
But-
muscle relaxer.
I
I'll
don't-
throw my back out for that.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah.
yeah.
But the thing is, though,
Giving yourself the old Evo.
Not too hard, actually.
there's
Because our line of
but
work,
hey,
all I got to do is fucking bend over to scratch my foot, and I'll throw
I don't
my
even
back.
know. To be honest, I have no
dumbest
idea
thing.
how I did it. I
So
just
stupid
remember
getting
bending
old.
over for something, and then just feeling this weird slip and going, "Oh, that's not good."
Yep, that's
And
usually how it
the
happens.
weirdest part about it is I know that it was supposed to be like, "Oh, that's a sign of bad things to come," and I was like, "Okay, well, I'm actually kind of fine. This is great. Go outside, do some work, come back in, and I'm like, oh fuck it, I'll make something to eat, sit down and watch some television." Sit down for like a half hour. I go to get up. Just gone. I couldn't move. It was, I don't know why it took so long to be, on set like that, but it sucked. Hurting your back is not fun.
no,
man.
it's not. I've been there. It does suck.
Take
See?
that to heart, kids.
Yeah.
Don't hurt your back.
Protect your back.
Lift with your knees. Keep the
No.
Get over your.
No, I have an old low back injury that sometimes my back will go out at me once in a while. And it, like, sometimes it'll just go out when you're doing something that has nothing to do with your back.
Did your
Like,
doctor gauge the damage?
yeah, with a big gauge.
That'll throw anyone's back out.
Especially when you see it.
So which one did you have? Was it Fat Boy or Little Man?
Several sizes available, folks. Velvet, Alley.
They should just
I was
call
gonna say, there's things in the middle there. There's not just one little man and then fat boy. There's a spectrum there.
Yep.
No, you don't know what I'm referencing, man.
I thought you were talking about dildos.
He is fine.
I'm talking about that and World War II, Hiroshima, Nagasaki, Fat Boy.
Oh,
Little
I
Man.
got you. Okay, I get you. Okay.
I don't know why I have to
Bombs,
explain
yeah.
this to me. I thought you were the history guy.
Well, I didn't know what the reference was that you were using.
You didn't know what the reference was? The two
No.
most famous fucking bombs ever dropped?
Because I wasn't thinking about because you were talking about dildos.
I think one of them was dropped from the Enola Gay.
The Enola Gay,
Yeah,
yes.
which you are. So
I'm an Enola Gay?
yeah. Well,
Is that like a
you can take the Enola part out.
That sounds like a sex act.
Enola Gay? That sounds like a pinup girl from the 50s.
I think the Enola Gay was actually named after the girl that.
Was it?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, Cool.
It was a B-29. I don't remember what
That
the
sounds
other
like a
plane
sex act. Let's just trying to keep it interesting, folks, because we're talking about history. History buffs over here. It's not my thing.
And there was a lot of sex in history.
There it is.
Yeah, well,
There it
that's
is.
true. I mean, for you to be here and you to be here. Of
course.
Think about all your relatives that fucked.
Well, yeah. I'm proud of them for that.
Well, you kind of have to be.
Yeah.
And the weirdest thing is, it's not the nicest of people that made it through history. It's
always the
usually the
dicks.
most ruthless, fucked up.
Well, that's
people.
how you have to make it through history,
Yeah.
dude.
Only the strongest survive.
It's not even only the strongest. It's not just
Smartest.
It's
The
the
most
most
devious.
cunning.
Yeah.
No, you see that? Yeah,
No, the
take
ones
the
that just
smartest.
stay on the sidelines and hide out,
No,
man.
dude, that's the thing. Throughout
Right here.
history, the smartest were like, "Oh, smart. We're just gonna beat you with rocks and then."
No, you're
burn
right.
you
You're
on a
right.
stake."
You're right. It's not about being smart. It's about how you
Yeah,
use
you
that
had to. You
intelligence.
basically either had to be like Littlefinger,
You got to be like him or,
Game of
or a
Thrones.
Tyrion Lannister or,
or
something.
Tyrion
yeah.
Lannister, and be
No,
smart but cunning.
Yeah.
That guy was just out. You know, Tyrion Lannister did not give a flying fuck.
But he was
Well,
super
especially
smart.
later, but
and
that's
devious.
because he was.
But he was really good
just
about
in a really
preserving-
small package.
really good about
He's like, I
preserving-
drink and I know things.
I don't know
Except
things, though.
Well, that's the thing.
I just
Except
drink.
Tim-
I
except
forget
Tim-
things.
Tim
All the
is, I drink to forget things.
It's my thing. I don't fucking drink to know things.
I
But I do want to
drink
go out
forget.
like he does, man, with a belly full of wine and a woman's mouth and my cock. That's the way to go out.
He has some of the best lines in that
Yeah,
show.
but I don't think he died in the show though.
No, he didn't. But that's something he
Oh,
said
man.
in the show.
Here
Well,
we go.
I'm not going to watch anymore.
Spoiler.
Shit, I'm
Oh,
only-
you haven't seen it all? Oh,
No,
shit.
I watched the whole thing.
Yeah, I think we've
It was
all
the
watched the whole
dumbest
thing.
Wait for the
fucking
full
Indian
book to come
ending
out.
ever. They gave
I
up.
was-
They
yeah.
gave up.
No,
after
the
like
thing is
season
though,
7.
they
just
could have
done.
used that same ending. No, well, not the ending.
I don't even think the
ending was
fucking
terrible.
It
writer.
was-
I don't
they
even think the
could've-
writer's going to finish it up.
No,
Well,
they could have
yeah,
used
I know.
that same final season, her progression into madness.
It was
and
just
all that
they
shit.
moved it way too
But
fast.
they did it in what, 8 episodes when
Yeah.
it should have been. And now, if it was 8 episodes and they were 2.5 hours long,
Yeah.
Because it was- what
it
was it?
should have been a gradual
It was
process.
8
Her-
seasons
She-
just to
that's
have
the
this
thing, though.
fucking thing show
look,
up.
you could
It
see her
took 8
transition.
seasons for those zombies to show up.
It did
Yeah.
take a long time for those to show up.
But she goes
And then they were
crazy in
gone in,
one.
like,
in
episode.
one season.
one episode,
the
they were
thing is, though,
fucking.
Oh yeah, she did. She like flipped to the dark side, like in that one episode where.
See,
Fucking
I think
dumb.
that's where you guys are wrong because if you watch the progression from the beginning, when she's burning people and killing people, she's doing. It's long
well,
before that.
I know that, but also the books are a lot more clear about her progression.
Yeah,
They didn't do a very good
they
job of it in
stopped
the TV
after.
show.
I think he stopped after what, the Red Wedding or one. There was he only got so far with the books and they stopped.
No, he actually went up until in the books. They're up to the 5th book. The 6th book is the last one. So he basically went up to the point when Tyrion has gone and met Daenerys
yeah,
over on the other continent and all
Right,
that.
right.
And
he gets to meet the dragons.
Yeah, and it also ended. The last book ended where Jon Snow died, where he was killed by his his buddies in the Night's
that's
Watch.
right.
That's where the
the
last
Watch.
book ends for Jon, and he hasn't gone any further than that.
And for anybody that
And
hasn't
I
seen it, you
guess
guys
they're
have
now
had
doing-
like 4 fucking years to finish it up.
Yeah.
He's focused now on this new season that's coming out. It's about the
The
Targaryens.
Targaryens.
Yeah, it's the Targaryens. And
I
the
thought they
dragons.
canceled that already.
No, they're redoing it. Yeah, they brought it back.
I saw a preview for it on HBO.
They're about to
Look,
release it soon.
I'm interested in it if they can do it
No,
right.
they're not gonna nail it, dude. There's no way. That was lightning in a bottle for those first couple seasons.
Yeah.
There's no
Yeah.
way. How many times
yeah,
have you
when
ever
you
seen a successful
Open
prequel?
the first episode when you open it up with incest and then almost murdering a child.
Yeah.
It's
And
like,
a hell of an
beheading.
opening.
it's like holy
Fantastic beheading.
shit.
No, what got me was the end of the first season. I was like, all right, I'm hooked.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's the thing that really pulled
I was
me
like,
in.
what
That's why I went and
the
read the books after
Fuck.
that.
Yeah, I was like, I can't believe
Dude,
that.
yeah, the end of that first
You
season
don't
was
do that.
huge.
Dude, I
You
don't
can't take a main
understand
character
why.
and disappear him like that.
Why read when you can just watch it?
The books are way better.
Well, it's not reading me. It's
Way
audio
better.
books in the round.
Yeah,
that's the best way
The
to
books
go.
are the books
Can't
are like in
justify
another
spending
news.
money.
Speaking of canceling culture now, is companies trying to cut that out too.
Cut what out?
Books on tape.
Why?
What?
They don't want us to listen to books on tape
I do those all the time.
because it's a distraction.
Oh, our company?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, your company. I thought you were talking about the government. I was like,
Talking
fuck
about-
that. They ain't taking my
They're talking about
audiobooks
saying
away.
That's going to be eliminated soon too.
Okay.
That's
It's fucking
bullshit.
dumb, dude.
I listen to podcasts, so I don't give a shit.
They'll
Yeah,
probably
but
say
they'll-
that's
And I'll
next.
tell them to go fuck
Yeah,
themselves.
that's exactly. Well, again, follow. Tell your friends so we can get out of there. You gotta save us. Save us, please.
Give us careers,
I'm talking to you
not the ones we have.
and that person right over there. The one that's sitting behind you. You know who you are. Us. Save us.
Take your hand out of your pants, bro.
Well,
Wow.
that's not bad.
Anyway,
That's pretty impressive. Wow. You ain't kidding. Look at the size of that monster.
now I know
Good for you. Cheers.
what else have we not?
We have
gotten to?
well-endowed
So,
fans.
I don't know if you. I know you guys are both into video games.
Sure.
Fuck yeah.
I just bought a new one called the Rift Breaker. You ever heard of that?
No,
It
wait.
just came out?
The ultimate question on video games. PC or console?
PC.
Yeah, PC.
Yeah.
The reason I go PC, first off,
PC is the master
wait,
race.
you like console better?
I like consoles because I like
do like
controllers.
consoles.
I like controllers better than mouse and
Oh, see,
keyboard.
I hate controllers.
Hey, you can always plug in a controller to your PC.
Yeah, and I know
also
that
play a lot of flight
Microsoft
sims.
is really good with that. See, I like flight sims. In fact, because of that one Star Wars game, I've got my whole flight sim
Yeah.
set up because that was fucking fun.
Yeah, you should see
get it.
the flight sim setup that I have.
I really
That's the one
like-
you guys were talking about,
Like
Squadrons,
VR for
right?
PC. Fucking love VR.
See,
games
I
for
want.
PC.
I've never played VR. I mean, other than like in a demo place.
that's
So I
fucking
want
nice,
to
huh?
play. I want to get a VR set.
That's my
Dude,
favorite.
that's so
So I'll
awesome.
send that to you. You can post that
Yeah,
too. I'm
that's
sure.
badass.
But
a picture of his penis.
Yeah.
you should blur
It's gonna
it.
be-
Put it on there and just blur it.
This is how I use my joystick.
Yeah, it's just me sitting on the joystick. It's like, I'm like, what? I don't think that's how you play the game. You're like, dude,
No,
flying
really,
is
it's
so
called
different
a,
like this.
It's called a flight sim.
It's like that
It's not
episode
a
of
flight sim.
South Park.
Like stick.
South Park when Mr. Garrison made that one-wheeled machine
Oh Jesus!
where you had to blow the fucking thing.
Oh, I remember that bike
thing.
thing. Yeah.
And then
fucked up.
at the end of the show, he finally tells everyone, "Oh yeah, or you could use the throttle over
Yeah.
here."
Everybody's just
And
going.
I was like, "Wait, what?"
Fucking gross, dude.
Oh man, such a good episode.
And when they all sit down, they're like, oh.
but
Another
another
video
game.
games. You know,
Well, and
so-
another game that I played a lot when I was younger that I loved, and I still play the new Ghost Recon too. But they just had recently like a big reveal, and their reveal was that they were going to do. So a lot of games now have been going to the model of free to play with tons of microtransactions,
Which
That's
is
how it's done.
crap.
They
right?
make money that way.
And this whole
I hate
everybody's-
AAA games.
Well, and everybody's getting into this the battle royale type shit.
Terrible.
So Ubisoft came out with their
Fortnite
thing. They're
sucks.
coming out with we know.
I know. Not saying this for your benefit.
Thanks.
Theirs. Yeah,
Hi,
boy.
Kevin.
We're gonna need more sound effects.
Yeah, no, of course.
I think we're like
but
10. for
Anyway,
that sound
Ubisoft came out and they said that the new game that they were coming out for Ghost Recon was, I think, Ghost Recon Frontlines, which was basically a big battle royale type game.
Lame.
And the funny thing is, nobody that plays Ghost Recon wanted it. Nobody.
Well, it's, they're,
Nobody wants
because-
battle royale anyway.
No,
Yeah,
because we
Ghost
want
Recon
Ghost
is about
Recon.
yeah,
We want the
it's all
tactical
about
game.
tactical. Yeah, it's not about fucking
Well,
free for all shoot 'em up. It's
After
Yeah.
like
it's not the game.
This
I
isn't
think it was-
PUBG.
well, I think after like 3 days, Ubisoft came back and said, we're not going to do our closed beta. It's kind of indefinitely shut down. So we're thinking that they're like not we're. I say we're like I'm part of this fucking grand community. But the community that likes the game is basically. They believe that the reason they did it is because nobody fucking wanted it, and the backlash that came from everybody.
It happened
Yeah.
with like Diablo 2 or something like that.
It's
Oh,
happened
yeah,
a few games
Blizzard-
over the
yeah,
years.
it was the handheld one they were. So
Yes,
pissed
the
off about.
Diablo Immortal when they announced
Well, yeah,
that. Yeah.
actually, the Ghost Recon had a mobile one that like failed miserably
Oh, mobile.
because of the way that it was implemented.
Well, and the thing that pissed
Name one
people
mobile
off about
game
the
that's
Blizzard
fucking
one.
awesome. There's not one. in my
No,
opinion.
they're all terrible.
Solitaire.
Yeah, okay, Solitaire and Sudoku. I mean,
Yeah.
I fucking love
So
them
hey,
both.
the
Yeah,
Blizzard
that's what I
thing.
mean.
That's not-
Phones. I don't think phones you should be playing like crazy complex
they
games.
tried making
But-
a controller for your phone so you can
Yeah,
play
yeah.
first-person shooters.
Although
and
I
shit
am
like
I
that.
am really excited about the new Steam Deck. I don't know if you guys have seen that. Look up Steam Deck.
I heard about
Go
that.
ahead and
It
pull
has
that
something
thing
to
up.
do
It's
with
fucking amazing.
Jaime.
Jaime.
Si, senor.
But no,
Yeah,
they
pull up Steam Deck.
Xbox Live has done that now too, where I can play all of my Xbox Live games on my cell phone, all of them.
Which doesn't sound enticing at
And
all.
actually, because I've got the special controller,
I mean, I can understand it for certain games.
I've got a Bluetooth controller that I can connect to my phone, and wherever I'm at, I can have my phone up and I can play my fucking.
I can basically do the same thing on here. I've got
But who wants to play a fucking first-person shooter
I was
on
actually
a screen
doing it, so
this big, unless it's right there?
So the Steam Deck's like a PSP almost. It's like a portable
no,
version.
No, it's
No?
nothing like that. It's a computer.
That's a computer?
That's a
Yeah,
computer.
it's basically like an apple
It's
pie type thing.
100.
Whoa.
So when we're done with the show,
Hey,
and
it's got an
everything,
X button,
You're
though.
gonna have to look up.
Why is the
look up and actually look up. I think it's Linus Tech.
Oh, I've heard him, yeah.
Yeah, Linus Tech. He does a review of it. He does 2 reviews.
Did you hear what he did to that Hassan guy? He made a communist PC for him. it's so fucking funny. Yeah.
But anyway, he does a really good in-depth, review of it.
Does
he gets
he?
to actually go to Valve.
Oh, that's cool.
And do a review of it there. Obviously he couldn't do certain things.
That's not a
But
bad
when
price
he ended up getting one, and he took it apart. And he was like, "Yeah, you can go in here. There's certain things." And actually, Valve put out their own
They don't have a
video.
terabyte model?
Huh?
No terabyte model?
I don't think so. It doesn't look
No,
like
512.
it.
Yeah,
That's like
512
That's
is
only
gonna.
like 2 games, man.
Well, the cool thing is on the Steam Deck, you can play all your Steam games that you can play on your computer mobily.
Well, that's what they're doing with
So
Xbox.
what you do? I think it plays. I think it can play them remotely, stream it to it. I think so
Pretty
that if you're
basic,
playing
though,
at
just
your
have to-
house, that's fine.
Well, see, I tried doing that with
But I think you
Xbox
download
Live
them.
and my Oculus because
See, I was doing that on
can
Steam.
stream it.
Steam's old program
Wow.
actually works really well on the phone. So I was using it. You can actually use it. It's like one of those.
There's no delay or nothing like that.
It really wasn't not too bad. I was playing Magic the Gathering on my phone.
Well, it's Magic the Gathering.
I know, but I was actually playing a game that I shouldn't have been able to play through Steam on it because of the way that it was able to.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
amazing. The price is actually, to me, actually makes sense for something like this.
Sounds like
It's
a really
not bad.
cool console. We should get one of those soon. We'll do our own review on it.
Yeah,
We should
no.
all send one over to us, and we'll give you a fantastic review on
Yeah,
this device.
Steam,
Yeah.
send us 3,
Right over here.
please.
Just send
We
me
love you.
one. Fuck these guys.
He doesn't
Nobody.
know- this guy doesn't play
Don't
video.
listen
He
to
plays
him.
flight
He
sims.
hates
Yeah,
video
Here's my
games.
flight sim, and I can fly a B-52 bomber over the ocean.
Yeah.
The only
Look at
game
the
that
graphics
Kevin
on
really
this
liked
one.
was Wolfenstein, and he somehow modded it
yeah.
so he could be a Nazi.
That's a badass.
It was fucked up, man.
Well, no, I think you can be a Nazi on
I don't know.
Call of Duty games.
Well, yeah.
That one Nazi scientist, he's my favorite.
Do you remember that
I don't know
shooter?
which one- I don't know any
The
of the
zombie one. So.
Dude,
Call of
seriously,
Duty Zombies
the
is
Call of
fucking
Duty
awesome.
games
Yeah.
that I played were like Modern Warfare and
Awesome.
Modern Warfare 2.
Do you know what my
Even
favorite
better.
World War
And then
II
that's it.
shooter was? It's the one made by Valve back in the day. It wasn't Counter-Strike, it was the World War II one.
Yeah, I know exactly.
You know what I'm talking
Medal of Honor.
Day of Defeat.
Day of Defeat. That
Day of
one was
Defeat.
good. Yeah.
Day of Defeat was great.
Yeah.
But that was only a multiplayer game.
Yeah, it was only
Yeah.
multiplayer.
This
Yeah.
was Battlefield Vietnam, and I can't find that game anywhere.
Do you know what's better than Battlefield Vietnam? I was playing. What is the name of that game? It's a Vietnam game.
No,
I can't
Battlefield
remember it.
Vietnam with the flight stick and all that was my favorite
I can
fucking
actually
game.
find it.
I can't find it on CD. I can't find the disc for it. I can't
remember
find
it.
I can't find it for download. I can't
Yeah.
find it. It just doesn't exist anymore. All the other Battlefield games I can get on Steam, but not Vietnam.
Yeah, those were great. Those older Battlefield games
That
were
was
awesome.
such a fun game.
Dude,
But
I
yeah,
used
it was
to
like
play- Mm-hmm.
open map, huge. I liked it, but you could give me the behind the flight stick of a helicopter in that game. We were fucking
Dude,
stoppable.
that was so much.
I
Those
loved
were
it.
fun. What was it? There was another one we played at that one LAN place. It was called
dude.
Battlefield Desert Combat.
That LAN
yeah,
place was
that
fun.
was awesome.
Which one?
Dude, there was this land
Over there on
place.
Fort Plain?
No, it was over
Oh,
at
wait.
this St. John's.
Yeah,
long,
St.
long
John's.
time ago. Back when I could smoke weed.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it
that's what I
was
would
so
think.
much fun. There.
It's like $10 or something to play
we
for
would
the
go
day.
in
They have
there,
one over
and
there.
the funny thing is,
Limelight, over
so
there.
the owner of the place would let his brother-in-law or whatever run it,
Yeah.
and his like nickname in the games was
Well,
Backhander.
that's for our younger viewers, a LAN game. What's
They
a
know
LAN
what LAN
game?
fucking things are, dude.
Not that 10-year-old that's watching. You probably should be in bed by now.
You
son.
should probably not be watching this, you fuck.
There's some bad,
Just
naughty
turn the
things
volume
said.
down.
So, anyways,
Those were dildos.
But this guy, his handle on the games, I don't know what his real name was. He just went by Backhander. But we would bribe him into giving us free fucking time by smoking him out of the bathroom.
That's one way to do it, man.
It was so fucking great.
There's a
We were just
first-person
gonna get
shooter
stoned
for that.
ourselves there. You
Yeah,
know?
get stoned and play video games all day.
Look, there was one time I walked in and the owner of it goes, "Dude, I need to pull you aside." He's like, I don't care if you smoke weed. You just can't come in here smelling like that. I'm like, what do you mean? I was so fucking stoned.
You smell like weed, sir.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not stoned. You're stoned.
Yeah.
Like somehow turn it around where he's
Upper
like,
lip.
wait, am I stoned? I'm like, yes, you've gotten a contact high from smelling me.
Obviously, you've forgotten that you smoked weed. That's the first sign of smoking weed.
Yeah.
Memory loss. So.
What
was the game?
Marijuana
What
affects
was it?
the memory.
Unreal Tournament
was
was
in-
also one that I loved at LAN parties.
Unreal
I
Tournament.
never played that game.
I love the
Fun.
Quake 3 Arena was fun
Yeah.
too.
Quake started it all in my opinion.
Yeah.
The whole
Oh, yeah.
3D thing when they started that thing.
Quake?
Dude,
What was
absolutely.
Wolfenstein?
Wolfenstein,
Heretic,
then
Hexen,
Doom.
Wolfenstein.
Doom.
Well, Wolfenstein.
But none of them had the 3D rendering. When Quake came out with those little 9-inch nail boxes,
Yep.
remember that shit?
Quake was
That
the first that did the
so
3D. Yeah.
Fucking cool.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Was it GoldenEye? Maybe.
What?
GoldenEye was
GoldenEye.
one of the first ones too.
GoldenEye was the first.
GoldenEye was like 91 or something.
No,
92.
GoldenEye was like the
Was that or was it
N64 didn't
94?
come out to like
yeah,
96.
N64.
Yeah.
did.
I don't know anything.
Quake came out with like Super Nintendo time.
Yeah, it was Quake. The original Quake, I think, came out like 94, 5.
I want to say.
See, I didn't
it's
have it-
sooner than that, but I could be wrong.
I
I
don't
don't know
know.
the exact. But that changed everything. Their engine still changes everything.
Oh yeah.
When you hear it's made by the Quake engine, it's like, oh my god, this game would be so fucking cool.
Yeah.
And 9 times out of 10, it was.
See, I the games I've been playing lately are mostly
Fucking lame is what they are.
they're not, man. No, the
Spend
flight
6
sims
hours in a fucking plane.
dude, the flight sims are fun as fuck.
Oh,
I've got-
Quake 1 came out in 1996, so around the same time that
That's what I was saying.
GoldenEye did. Yeah.
I think look up
see
GoldenEye, but I
here.
believe GoldenEye was right around the same time, or 95,
I can't believe that.
90,
No.
94 or 95.
GoldenEye for the
GoldenEye,
for
yes.
Nintendo 64.
Yes.
GoldenEye
94.
came out August 25th, 1997.
97?
1 year after Quake.
I remember playing Quake when I was like 12, though. I thought 12 or 13.
And then
Well,
Perfect
this is the
Dark
problem
came
with
out in
memories
2000.
and your alcoholism.
Let's see, Doom.
Oh, I'm out. By the way, grab me another one of those.
Hey, grab me one of
Doom.
that thing. Thank you.
So the original Doom came out in 1993.
The original Doom.
Yeah, the original.
Well, what
Doom.
about
Wolfenstein?
Wolfenstein?
The dude with the ready for action.
Yeah, I know.
That's Duke Nukem. Yeah.
Nukem.
So Wolfenstein 3D came out in 1992. A year later, Doom came out, and then Duke Nukem.
I think Duke Nukem was right around the time of Doom.
It was.
I remember playing one of the newer ones, and it's like,
Yeah, the newer ones aren't so good. The old one's still great. Oh yeah, the original Duke Nukem 3D came out in 96.
Okay.
So same
a
year
little
as
bit,
Quake.
Yeah, a little bit later.
Yeah, a few years after Doom.
Holy loud.
Man, I didn't hear it.
That's crazy.
That was
Damn,
super
we're old
fucking-
guys. We're
Dude.
really old.
Yeah.
I remember when these games came out.
There was a Star
They were
Wars game
huge.
for PC that came out a long time ago as well. It was fun as fuck.
Which one?
There were some great Star Wars games.
It was a first-person shooter.
I liked
know that.
Battlefront.
Was it
Battlefront 2.
Dark Forces?
It was prior to
Because that one was
Are you
awesome.
sure it wasn't like Battlefront?
No, this was a long time ago. This is when they had the original Star Wars sound files.
Oh,
were
see,
just-
I loved.
but it was. I think it might have been a mod for either Doom or
Could have been.
So there's a-
Wolfenstein, but it was so fucking fun.
Could have
So
been.
talking about like Battlefront, this dude did a mod for it that made it look photorealistic.
Oh, cool.
It was insane to see.
I'm seeing all
the
these
lasers hit and look like they're from the movies, and the bodies look like they're actually like stormtroopers and shit.
That's
saw
cool.
some-
Fucking insane.
Some mods they did for Grand Theft Auto, the most recent one, like you can be Godzilla.
Yeah,
Dude.
you can be Scorpion from fucking Mortal Kombat.
You can be Superman and
Yeah.
fly through.
Really?
fucking-
Dude, badass.
That'd be Vice City and all that shit.
Dude,
It'd be so fun.
Well, they're making another one soon, I believe, right?
I think that's what they're working on now.
Due. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're due for another.
That's the one. I think that's the game Rockstar
Because
is
that
working
last
on.
one they did was so fucking fun. It was perfect. Yeah,
Yeah.
like 3 different
Yeah.
characters. Like
That was
Trevor.
one-
Trevor was so.
Trevor was fucking awesome.
I need to get my dick out again.
One of the things I loved about that game, my friend Matt, I don't remember which Grand Theft Auto it was, but he was playing it at my house, and he was like, "Man, dude, this is just like," or he's like, "This is like so much different than real life. Like, I can go in and like go in a store at like 2 a.m, and I'm like, man, you can do all this shit in real life." Not realizing Matt's like fucked up out of his mind on like a bunch of drugs.
I can go to a store at 2 in the morning, bro.
I'm like, man, you can do all
I
that.
remember being younger and
Dude, I remember trying
picking the prostitute up and then trying to break the door off so you can see her giving you head. It's like, yay! I was such a perv.
There was some.
I might have masturbated to that, just so you know.
It's a pretty fucked up
Good
game
image
where you
to
can
that.
do that. Doesn't it doesn't it refill your health and stuff?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's-
And
And,
then
you can
just
kill her
run
and
them
take your
over and
money
take your
back.
money
Yeah.
Yeah, you cap him and boom.
Yep.
Yeah.
Take your money back.
It's not too hard. Not too hard to kill a hooker in there.
Well, you just get stolen cars all the time anyway. So
That
what
was
do you
a
care?
fun game.
Yeah, I know.
There's tons of them out there.
Well, I guess we can actually end on that note.
The fun game of
Yeah,
jacking
it was
off
a
to
pretty
a video game.
Well, look, I'm sure you've jacked off to weirder shit.
I like controls and consoles.
You can stick them up your ass and do the search.
It vibrates.
Yeah, that's true. When you
It does vibrate.
Oh,
That-
boy,
that-
here-
they
here
call
comes
it
the bumpy
dual
road.
shock for a reason.
All right, well, goodbye.